Welcome to another geography class today. So let's see what is our today's thought. Keep life simple. So if you keep the things simple in your life, you may lead to a successful life. So let's continue with our lesson reading, which we had already started. Yes, this is our next page. Remember last time I have drawn some diagrams for you. Yes, so we are going to continue with the explanation of those diagrams. Meridians of longitude. So let's see what is written in your textbook. You will realize that the lines drawn from points A, B and C, just check the last figure, children, makes angle at M, the center of the earth on the plane of the equator. Through these points we can draw semicircles joining both the poles. Starting with point A, we can draw similar semicircles through points placed at each degree. So these semicircles are known as meridians of longitude. Remember the semicircles, they are the meridians of longitude, isn't it? The vertical lines, they are said to be the meridians of longitude. One of these meridians is considered to be 0 degree. It is known as what, children? Prime meridian. Remember, at one end it is 0 and at the other end it is 180 degree. So it is the prime meridian, main great circle. The angular distances of the other meridians from the prime meridian are measured in degrees and are called longitudes. You have done this in the activity based on figure 1.9. The 0 degree and 180 degree meridians lie opposite on the globe, forming a circle. Now what is the use of this circle, children? This circle divides the earth into eastern and western hemisphere. All meridians are equal in size. This we had seen in the difference also, isn't it? Meridians in the eastern hemisphere are labeled as what? 10 degree east, 25 degree east, 135 degree east, etc. While in the western hemisphere, they are labeled as 10 degree west, 23 degree west, 135 degree west, etc. Because you know very well, meridians are what, children? Meridians of longitudes are the vertical lines, and because of these meridians of longitude, which two equal parts of the earth we get? Western and eastern hemisphere. So while writing for longitudes, we always have to write down either east or west. Remember always. And while writing for latitude, we always have to write down north or south. 30 degree east is the semicircle that joins all places at an angular distance of how much? 30 degree from the prime meridian. Yes. So we always have to consider distance from prime meridian, that is the main meridian. Okay. So all the places which are at 30 degree east, it is nothing but this 30 degree is nothing but the angular distance. Some of them are like Cairo, Harare and Durban in Africa. These are at 30 degree east. So this is 30 degree east is the angular distance of all these places. Understood the true meaning of angular distance? Yes, it is the distance of these places, isn't it? Though the earth is huge in size, we can tell the exact location of places on the earth using latitudes and longitudes. Note that the distance between two adjacent parallel is the same everywhere, but the distance between two adjacent meridians is not the same everywhere. Okay, so between parallel it is same, but distance between meridians is not same. We can see this even on the segment of an orange. We had seen, isn't it, in the last figure. The distance between the meridians is maximum on the equator and it goes on reducing towards the pole. So as you go towards the west and east ends, the distance between the meridians goes on decreasing. At the poles, it becomes absolutely 0. Isn't it? This is for today's page, children. Lesson reading for today's page. Let's see the homework part of our today's lesson. Well, now as we are continuing with the lesson reading, what is your everyday homework till we finish off our lesson reading? It is you have to read and learn lesson well. Whichever pages we are reading, those pages you have to read and learn. That's all for today's children. We will again continue with our geography period. Thank you.